In Japan, chefs treat every ingredient with great care. The sea bream, which represents luck and beauty in their culture, is prepared carefully and skillfully. It shows how much passion and respect they have for their food. The first step is to let the fish's blood drain out. This helps remove any smell and keeps the meat white and clean looking. Next, the chef uses a special tool to take off the scales carefully, keeping everything neat and tidy. The chef makes one careful cut to open the fish's belly, then removes the head and organs. It has to be done quickly because if the gallbladder breaks, it will make the meat taste bitter and spoil the flavor. The chef uses a very sharp knife to carefully cut along the fish's backbone and remove the fillets in clean, smooth slices. Even the bones are saved because they're full of flavor and can be used to make soup or dashi. Finally, the chef trims away any blood or fat, leaving the fish clean and perfect. It shows both great skill and deep respect for the food. From just one sea bream, the chef makes many dishes. The best part is cut into thin sashimi slices, firm and beautiful. The other pieces are used for fried bites that stay soft inside or cooked with vegetables and dashi to make a rich, comforting stew. It shows great skill and respect for the food. The Japanese have a belief called motenai, which means you should never waste food and should respect every part of what you cook. This process shows that idea perfectly. Everything from the main meat to the smallest bone is used with care. These sea snails, called Babylonia arylata, live deep in the ocean. Divers collect them by hand. After cleaning, they're cooked quickly with water, cooking wine, soy sauce, pepper, and garlic. The result is a tender dish that smells great and tastes slightly sweet and nutty, one of the best seafood flavors you can try. The bluefin tuna is a huge fish, sometimes weighing more than 1,000 pounds. Cutting it up isn't easy. It needs both strength to handle the weight and great skill to slice it properly without wasting any of the valuable meat. After the chef removes the head, fins, and insides, the big tuna is ready to be cut. Using a special long knife called a maguro bocho, made just for tuna, the chef slices along the backbone in one clean motion. Every cut is done carefully and skillfully, without wasting time or effort. The chef uses a strong, thick knife called a debi to cut through the hard bones, especially the ribs, and carefully remove all the meat. Then he uses a large knife to slice the big fillet into smaller pieces that can be sold or served. Bit by bit, the huge tuna becomes clean, perfect cuts of fish ready for the finest restaurants. It's only salmon cooked over fire, but somehow it feels special. Maybe it's the outdoor air, maybe it's the way it's sliced, but it tastes better than anything from a restaurant. Simple food made the right way. Operating under precise automation control, the SRH380 Orion XP bone saw maintains uniform cutting cycles across multiple meat types. Its adaptive design supports variable density products while ensuring consistent yield quality, an ideal integration of speed, accuracy, and hygiene for high-throughput processing facilities. King crab isn't just big, it's delicious because of its soft but slightly firm meat. When cooked with garlic and chili in a hot wok, the flavors soak into every piece. The crab tastes sweet, the sauce is spicy, and the smell is smoky. Watching it cook, you can almost taste how good it is. The hot steam smells amazing. It shows how much time and care went into cooking. These braised beef ribs are shiny, soft, and melt in your mouth with every bite. If you're thinking about what to eat today, this dish is a perfect choice for something warm and comforting. The person cutting fruit does it so perfectly that every piece becomes a neat cube. Even though it's on a busy street, the work looks like something from a high-end restaurant. Just watching makes you imagine the crisp, fresh flavor. In Korea, this kind of seafood, called penis fish, is often prepared and eaten fresh. The vendor cuts it quickly with a knife and serves it with spicy sauce. It's chewy and salty, and many people like to enjoy it with a drink. At the market, working fast matters. The fishmonger's knife moves quickly and smoothly, cutting each piece perfectly. It may look easy, but it takes years of practice to reach that level of speed and accuracy. If you have some nice pork ribs but aren't sure how to cook them, don't worry. There's an easy and tasty way to make them. Let me show you how. It's simpler than you think. Automated sharpening systems utilize pre-programmed angular calibration and uniform pressure distribution to achieve consistent edge restoration. Designed for efficiency and accessibility, such units minimize manual intervention. Cost analysis would depend on production scale, automation level, and material specifications. You have to use just the right amount of force. Enough to break the lobster shell, but gentle enough not to crush the soft meat inside. It's all about balance and careful technique.
Let's get into it.
When the knife cuts into the lobster, it makes a sharp cracking sound that's very satisfying to hear. It's quick, clean, and marks the perfect start to opening the shell.
People usually throw this part of the lobster away. Look at how much meat is in it.
I usually can't even make fries the same size. But this chef uses a knife so skillfully that he cuts a potato into a thin, net-like sheet that can stretch. It's an incredible show of precision and control.
1分钟地图预备开始，点击小旅机，走，后腿拉开。
This man removes all the bones from a piece of pork in just 1 minute. He works fast and accurately, showing real skill and practice. It's impressive how smoothly he does it.
排骨。 Oi! Ah!
This famous barbecue place doesn't just make ribs, they set the standard. The butcher carefully cuts pork ribs from the rack, trims them into St. Louis style, and removes the thin skin so they cook better. Baby back ribs, which are smaller and softer, come from the top part of the ribs. Thanks to this skill, simple pieces of pork become world-famous BBQ dishes.